Life in the circus ain't easy, but the folks on the outside don't know. The tent goes up and the tent comes down, and all they see is the show. The manes on the horses look so pretty. The lions are looking real mad. Roar. Some of the clowns are happy. Some of the clowns are sad. And the lions are. But underneath there's an expression. There's a making that isn't making. Life under the big top. It's about freedom. It's about faking. There's an art to the laughter. There's a science. You need a lot of love and compliance. Need a lot of love and compliance. Welcome to the freak show. Here we go. Welcome to the freak show. Here we go. Welcome to the freak show. Here we go. Here we go. We live to hear the slack-jawed gasping. We live under a halo of held breath. And when the children raise up a giant shield of laughter, it's like they're fending off death. Oh, when we can make something bigger than any one of us alone. And when the clowns take up their makeup and the people all go home. Welcome to the freak show, here we go. Welcome to the freak show, here we go. Welcome to the freak show, here we go. But life on the outside is not easy. Ain't no sequins, ain't no elephants, no parading around. And then the circus comes, and the circus goes, and they're all stuck in this nowhere fucking town. Need a lot of love and compliance. Lot of love, lot of love, lot of love, follow the science. What? Welcome to the freak show, here we go. Welcome to the freak show, here we go. Welcome to the freak show, here we go, here we go. Welcome to the freak show, here we go. Welcome to the freak show. Here we go, here we go. Welcome to the freak show. Here we go now. Hydrofield cuts through my neighborhood.
Try to do so.
Hi, everybody. Good evening. Leo says I'm here too. Welcome to another episode of Fearlessly Authentic. We have some stuff for you guys. We absolutely have some stuff for you guys.
Hola, amigos.
Can you hear me? Is it working? Hello? Is this on?
I think they hear you.
Can you hear me? Is it working?
We may have to go over to Rumble and Odysee, guys.
Yep.
And why would that happen when we're just talking about a person?
How come? How come you say? Why? Why, you ask?
Because it's the particular person, you know, and the sky is blue.
Yeah.
And you can't talk about that person, apparently.
A certain.
YouTube doesn't like it.
A certain lady with a colorful last name. Or two or three.
That's not even her real name.
I know. That's what I'm saying. She has a few last names.
Yeah. So, yeah, I just got a thing from YouTube that said that they're like looking at my content from there's like a blue flag on the play, you know.
Yeah, blue flag.
Apparently she got some other people's content too. Jason Rodriguez let me know that they went after somebody else too. So yeah, exactly, Miguel. Miguel's got it in the YouTube chat. So they sent me over a violation. Let me see if I can get it. If I go on your Twitter, I can go to mine and I can show you guys what I'm talking about because I posted it.
You can.
Yeah.
You should.
I should do that.
You should do it.
How is everybody doing?
Christy. Fab Nation. Everybody, Snowy the Snow Leopard. Miguel the Miguel H.
So I'm going to tell you guys
Wesley Donaldson.
now.
Popeye the Sailor Man.
We're probably going to have to go to Rumble and
Yeah.
Odyssey.
We're probably gonna have to bail because you can't even say this lady's name. They're just like, no, you can't say that.
Here's the Rumble link. I'm going to put that in there. Can you pin that? I don't know if you can pin that.
You
now,
don't
Steve.
know me. I don't know if I can or not. I'm gonna try.
Yeah, try. Okay, so I'm on my.
And let's see, what does that do? That just takes me to it. Okay.
Can we just? I just want to give a little bit of acknowledgement to Steve.
I cannot do that.
Okay.
That is not among the abilities that I have. I can do it from here though. Hold on.
Oh yeah, do it on my YouTube. Do it on my YouTube on the computer. I just want to give a shout out to Steve for making such an amazing thumbnail for me. Do you guys see that?
Oh,
do you guys see how amazing that is?
Glorious.
What do you think, Leo?
It's glorious.
You love it?
Oh, the talent he must have. Oh, there it is. I found it. Boom. Pinned. Thank you.
You did?
Did it.
You can do it?
I can do it. I can do it.
You can do it.
I did it. Woohoo.
So
shout out to me. Thank you. Gracias.
So look at that awesome thumbnail he made. And we're just trying to do a follow-up of a public figure. It's all publicly available information. But here you can see what happened. I got this.
Make buzzer sound here.
I know.
Yeah, that's a X on the Family Feud sound.
So when you can't even question somebody and you get privacy complaints about your content because you're asking questions about somebody and talking to, I had Fair and Balance on and DeFango, and the point where they tagged my video was right when it was Farron's trailer for the documentary part 1 that's dropping tomorrow.
Yep.
So I did reach out to Farron and let her know that I got that, and I don't know if it's because of hers. I'm wondering if she got a violation too, because other people got it as well.
Yep.
I'm going to be curious to find out how many people, because this tweet came from. This is a response tweet because I found out that, look at this, Steel Toe Morning Show. I don't know them, but they just got a privacy complaint against them on YouTube for not taking down shit. We are suspended right now. Anyway, we did a bigger numbers on Rumble this morning regardless. This woman is remarkably thin-skinned. Address your inconsistencies or go home. Stop whining.
Boom.
So they got the same
drop mic.
They got the same violation that I got. I'm gonna follow them for you, Steve.
Thank you.
Because I'm on your Twitter.
Think about that.
I'm just gonna do that because we're gonna follow up with this.
Follow it up.
So apparently you can't even talk about the woman.
The Rumble video should be live by now. If all things are all things, just about in a second if it isn't. Because we started a little early.
I know, Miguel, right?
We started early, so
I should
I believe I had it for 9 o'clock on the Rumble. So
yeah,
it should be working. I don't know if it's fucked up, then I'm a jackass, and we'll have to fix that.
So I would like to get everybody to go over there with us. I don't know. I hate.
We gotta make sure it's working first because it plays it's supposed to go to a live stream. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can do this.
Oh, I said it will be here eventually is what they're saying over here. Okay, let me see. Is anybody over there?
Let's see. Sign in. I'm signing in as you. I'm checking to see if we're live. No, it's playing the fucking video. Why is it doing it that way?
Oh yeah. Why is it playing you as Little Horny?
I don't know.
So if you guys
I have to fix that though. I don't understand why it's not playing the live stream. It says live stream begins February 2nd, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It should be live right now.
I see you guys' comments over there. Yeah, I see your comments.
But the stream ain't there.
Yeah, Kim Shawari Kate said it looks like Steve Cutler Live is over at the Rumble.
I am. I'm talking about rats eating weed and shit, and I'm gonna have to.
I'm not in charge. Can you guys tell that I'm not in charge of the video things and stuff? Like, I'm not in charge of this stuff. Yeah, I
have to go on.
I'm not sure.
I have to jump out of the StreamYard to do it.
Oh yeah, it's giving me an alert thing over here.
Okay, well, see what the alert is and see.
The RTMP server stream link is invalid.
Okay, let me.
Okay, I'm gonna swap spots with Steve. We will be right back. Don't go anywhere, guys.
Don't go anywhere. Enjoy the music.
Say hi.
We'll put on some music for him.
Okay.
Perfect. All right, let's do this.
Hey, is this me over here? Or is this you?
That's you. Okay, there's the music. Let's see if I can fix this now.
I'm glad that we're fixing this before we just ended the stream.
Oh no, I have to back. Oh, okay.
Taking away the moments that make up the dough.
Leave that there and maybe we'll still
Duplicate it.
Fritter and waste the hours in an offhand way. Kicking around on a piece of ground in your hometown, waiting for someone or something to show you the way. Time is lying in the sunshine, staying home to watch the rain. And you are young and life is long. There is time to kill the day. And then one day you find that 10 years have got behind you. No one told you when to run. You missed the starting gun.
Looks like exactly the same.
So you run to catch up with the sun, but it's sinking. Racing around to come up behind you again. Don't you know that the sun is the same in a relative way? But you're older.
What?
Shorter of
Great.
breath, and one day closer to death. Yes, and every year it's getting shorter. I never seem to find the time, and all the plans
Applejack wants to get rid of it.
or half a page
Yeah.
of
Because
scribbled
what if that car could
lines,
automatically buy you the
hanging on
police
in
station?
quiet desperation is
What if it
in
automatically
this
just
way.
drove you to the police
time
station?
has come. The song is over. You thought I'd something more to say.
Oh, Okay, so the Rumble stream is done. Like it went away.
It's gone.
Okay, so I can follow on our YouTube. So let me unpin that one. Oh no, I'm gonna get out of the Rumble. Are we muted? Is that muted?
All right, let's see if that worked. I don't know. We're gonna give it a shot. Please wait until your thing is done processing. It's not quite done processing, but I think it might work.
Are we unmuted?
It could. I don't know. I think so. Yes. Okay. All right, everybody. Thank you for being patient. Thank you for flying Burrito Airlines.
Trish, do you remember she spoke at Action for Assange?
She did. She did. It looks like it's gonna possibly
Burrito Airlines.
it might actually work. Yes. Thank you for flying Burrito Air, brought to you by Free Gas. What?
Meat butter?
Meat butter? I didn't even.
What?
I
That's what
didn't-
she said.
That's what meat butter. I don't even know her. Oh. Do you love margarine and polystyrene foam? Move over, Twinkie. This may outlast you in the apocalyptic times. You can rely on old meat butter for your end times. Meat butter. Not to be confused with ham that comes in a can. The best hams don't come in a can, and you need a plan in the apocalyptic times. That's where meat butter shines. Try meat butter from the makers of Spam. Your dog will thank you. Or will they?
Meat butter. Meat butter is not for human consumption or animal consumption. Please do not, by any means, feed meat butter to anyone you know or ever will know. Meat butter is very harmful, toxic, and will cause death. Not responsible.
As always, we are not responsible. And I hope you enjoy your meat butter. And now, back to your host, Lucky Burrito.
Is it okay on Rumble?
I don't know.
This
We're-
is a new.
We're going to hope so.
This is a new link, though.
Yeah, I've got to put a new link in that thing.
So
You got to go to your content and go to the thing that's going to be the top one.
this one here.
Yeah, I reckon so. And then Lucky Burrito. Oh, he did it.
It worked.
Good job. I did a good job. Even though it was very trying.
Listen, we might be a little bit technically challenged at times. We're not experts at this stuff.
We did it.
All right. How do I get the link for it though?
You go to the page.
Can you grab that link and put it in the YouTube?
I can drop it on the YouTubes. I could pin that son of a bitch.
Damn it! I put the wrong link out on Twitter then.
You dang old fool.
That wasn't me. All right. Let me see if I can pull this up on my phone. Can you grab that link and put it in? There we go. There is so much happening. Like, it's crazy. All right. Do you have the link or do you want me to put it in? I think I got it.
Got it.
Okay. Oh, wait, I got to save it there anyway. Okay. You pinned it?
Uh-huh.
Oh, it's so nice that you can pin stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let me just add this to the make a tweet. Send this out there. How is everybody? All right, so we're on YouTube right now. Yeah, go start. There's a meat butter warning for you.
Meat butter. Ding, ding, ding. We have a meat butter warning.
Okay.
May cause chiromarchitis, which is a subtle variation from that other thing. That's a very rare thing that never happens ever.
Yeah, that we can't say.
Only sometimes, but not much at all.
Okay, I put the new Rumble link up.
Everybody, please come on over to Rumble so we can talk about stuff, because these folks at YouTube, while they're
The censorship gods.
the censorship gods in place, Rumble has just enough rope over there to hang yourself. So let's come on, everybody.
Yeah,
Let's go talk some shit.
I gotta open up the Rumble over here though.
Yeah, you do.
So I can see what you guys are saying.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, but it's not open.
I thought it was open before. It opened under my name, but I don't think so. I think I'll open yours because that's what I just used.
Yeah, it's mine.
Mm-hmm. You're open in two places.
Go to my content.
Yeah, we got 15 people watching over here. So, Trish the cat lady.
Yeah, I see myself over here.
You see you?
I see it. I see it.
Camp Schwari Kate.
I know you guys don't like Rumble as much.
I know. It's not as seamless as the old YouTube, you know? And it took YouTube a really long time to get as decent as it is as a platform. And, you know, I remember when it was just like horrendous stuff that would happen.
Yeah. And I'll be back and forth. I'll be checking on you guys' comments and stuff over here as much as I possibly can.
Yeah.
Sorry. This is just the way that I have to do it right now.
You could do it. We need more monitors. We get some more monitors. We'll have them all the way around the table, facing every direction, so that we can see. No matter which way we look, we'll look at a different platform.
Oh my gosh.
Full panoramic, you know, maybe just one big round, you know, curved one that just curves around the both of us. We're gonna need a monitor chamber.
Why don't I cover something else that I feel is an important thing to cover and then we'll from there jump right over into
probably a good idea.
Rumble.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we'll talk about the other, how the sky is blue.
I think I've found too, like using Rumble more and more. I like it. It keeps getting better. They keep changing it, little tweaks here and there and stuff, and it keeps improving. Odysee too. They both do. They're not perfect, but getting there.
So I came across something and I thought it was absolutely insanity.
Crazy.
And of course, I saw this like on posted on Twitter, and it says Massachusetts bill proposes prisoners could trade organs for less prison time.
Yeah, that's kind of gross.
How crazy is that? Absolutely. Hardlands Media said that Eliza Blue's story shows what happens when someone goes mad with power. Yeah, we got a warning on our channel over Eliza Blue. Did you guys get one over there on your channel?
Yeah, because we did.
Yeah, there's a couple other people that got them too.
Yeah. A couple of other people's.
So that's why we're on YouTube right now, but we're going to be going over to Odysee and Rumble to cover the rest of this story. Do we have the Odysee link too over in here somewhere? We got that for people?
You have to open up the Odysee, see what that fucking link is. I don't know. While you're at it, check out the Odyssees. Yeah, I'm only looking at the Rumble, so it's hard to tell who's where. Oz Whistles is over in the YouTubes. I see that. Ghost Start. I see Hardlands Media over there. But yeah, we're like gonna migrate over to the Rumble, I think, after this the story. That's so basically you'll get busted in mass. They're like, oh, how's your liver? You know, you want to get out of jail early? That's like a 5-year bid, but you give us the liver, you know, we'll call it 2.5. It seems like a good deal for people who, you know, Maybe for the habitual criminal with good organs, you know. I don't know. Those two things are.
I know. Like, how do you
They
qualify that?
seem mutually exclusive, really, on the surface. So I'm not sure.
Where is it over here?
That might be my own stereotyping.
Steve,
I'm sorry.
where is it?
Where is it? What?
Where is the content?
Oh,
Oh, there it is. Okay. Well, now I just found it.
Okay. Well, there it is. There you go.
All right.
Top of the page.
Let me grab that and give you guys the Odysee link as well.
Whoa! Now you're doubling up, making a loop, getting loopy.
I know.
I knew it would come to this, ladies and gentlemen. Eventually, she would get loopy
You knew it?
on
Even? Is that why?
a live stream. Imagine. Boo, 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 boo.
All right. So I'm going to put in here. That is the Odysee link as well. So I thought this is like crazy. I'm like, what? This is real. I was like, is that real? Does that really happen?
Yep. Apparently.
Yeah, it did. And I'm going to show you guys an article about it.
I like how the adjectives that they used to describe the bill. You know, the people who oppose the bill. It's some pretty good ones, as I recall.
I mean, this just reminds me a lot of the whole maid situation that I've covered a lot in Canada.
Yeah.
And about what's happening there.
Very
It's
similar.
just, you know, it's like, oh, yeah, well, you know, if you're going to do something to benefit, you know, because who's going to get these organ donations? Do you think it's going to be just anybody, you know what I mean, that needs them? Or do you think it's going to be people, you know what I mean, like that have power? Because that's typically how it works.
Are we froze on YouTube? What is happening here?
What do you mean?
I don't know. It's not moving. I get the wheel of death. It says live, but it's just spin.
Don't tell me that. They kind of saw.
No, you're working.
No working?
Yeah, I was lagging.
You?
Well, not me so much as you. You're
Okay. So let me get back to this then.
okay, fine.
So a new bill would let mass prisoners donate organs. Donate. Notice the key word. Donate for reduced sentences. Critics call it coercive. So this is
Coercive?
from, yes, February 1st of 2023. And they show one of those. Look at that lovely cell. Like, look at, like, as a human, that's all you get. Like, that's it.
That's pretty decent as far as cells go.
Mhm.
Just saying.
I know.
Vegan.
So thousands of residents sit on an organ donor waiting list. Some Massachusetts legislators are touting a controversial remedy. Offer those in state prisons a chance to shave months, maybe a year off their sentence in exchange for donating an organ or bone marrow. This just seems inhumane to me to even have this as a thing. This is like what they're doing with the maid service up in Canada. And this is okay. So the program would restore bodily autonomy for those incarcerated. So Representative Judith Garcia, one of its sponsors, expanding the pool of donors, another said, could extend the chances of life.
Oh yeah.
So they lock people up for things that, like, you know, I don't think nonviolent crimes is what most people are locked away in prison for, right? So these people are locked away and they're like, oh, I might get to see my family, and they're living in desperate situations. They're not treated as humans, and you're going to give them an opportunity. But you're going to provide them with some health care to remove an organ or bone marrow for them to get out of that situation.
Come on, they're not using it. They're in prison. Let them, you know, they could grow some more bone marrow back.
Critics contend it's something darker, perverse, exploitative, and it may even violate federal law. I would agree with them.
Yeah, I think it might.
I mean, because you put people in desperate situations, they're going to do things that they wouldn't normally do. You know, like, and how does that give them bodily autonomy?
Hey, Bob, using that FEMA anymore? You haven't used that in days, right? I mean,
mean, what is it? How far does
I'll
that
give you
go?
18 months off for it.
Where is the end of that? You know? So, like, you already get awful health care in prison. So, what are you going to do? Like, get these people just good health care just for that, just so that they can donate an organ or bone marrow? It just doesn't make sense to me. How about we stop locking people up and we stop poisoning people and making them need these things, you know? So the legislative proposal has opened a debate about not only how to address a widespread shortage of available organs for those in desperate need, but what the moral and legal limits are for doing so. Medical oh my gosh, I'm so like worked up. I'm like tripping over my words. Medical ethicists contend this program, as proposed, would put a literal piece of freedom, and even while involuntary, would prove inherently cohesive in practice. It's a quid pro quo, said George Annas, chair of the Department of Health, Bioethics, and Human Rights at Boston University School of Public Health. That makes it problematic. Yeah, they could shave anywhere, you know, just shave it off 60 days. Or if they've donated bone marrow or an organ, or 60 days to a year for bone marrow or organ. That's all it is for a life. 60 days to a year for saving a life.
You got nice bones, fish. Come here.
Oh, my God.
The warden will give me 6 months for that.
It's ridiculous. A newly established committee led by the Commissioner of Department of Correction or his volunteer program. Yeah. Do you guys
That's
think
crazy.
this is voluntary? Like, this just doesn't seem like it's like really voluntary.
Well,
like,
I'm not using
you're
my
living
pancreas.
in awful situations, and we don't have universal health care for all. What if they have a complication afterwards?
Oh,
What
it
if
is
something
wild.
happens to the person that wants to donate? Like, say they want to do it.
It's like,
What happens if they have follow-up care?
it's like, how does that work?
We don't have health care in this country.
How does that work when like I don't understand. The concept is just like, it's so bizarre. It makes me to think like, really? That's the idea you're gonna.
You're writing as me on
I know.
Rumble.
I can't help it.
Fix it.
I can't fix it. Can I?
Well, at least put
forgot.
Steve or something if you're gonna
I
write as
am
me.
Steve. Everyone on Rumble.
That's
I
Steve talking. But then if I talk,
Steve.
they're gonna know it's me. If I type.
The Esteban. Thank you.
Yeah, Trish was calling you out because she knew it was you.
She knew it.
You guys can tell. Like, there's like, yes, I am Steve. It says.
I am Steve.
Esteban.
Esteban. See. But yeah, you know, like, how does that work though? You come into jail and you're, you know, they just like are looking for young kids who haven't been drunk all their life and doing drugs all their life, and they just happen to end up in prison, and like, oh, you got some nice kidneys there, Bob. You know, I don't know how that how does that work? That's like, you gotta have like some serious medical interface in place to harvest people's bone marrow.
I mean,
and organs.
Seriously.
In a penitentiary environment. I mean, I'm not saying that they don't already have all this crazy mad scientist shit set up in some places because it's all privatized and that you can't see.
And who's going to get these?
Yeah. They just want to borrow them. You know, they're gonna clone them and they'll give them right back. It'll be fine.
So the potential alone unsettled some advocates who questioned whether the state prison system, here we go, which federal investigators recently said struggled to provide adequate medical care, could meet the needs of donors facing a long and likely difficult recovery. Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
This is common sense.
I do. When I type, I sound like Lucky. It's true.
You do?
Yeah. Whipple-dingle said.
It's like you're harvesting organs and it just doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel humane. See, and I'm telling you, I really feel like they're going to do this. Like, this is how they're going to try to swoop in some healthcare for us. This is how they're going to do it. They're going to be like, well, at least if you end up in prison, then if you donate, you know what I mean, an organ, then you can get out.
Yeah, all we're talking about is a couple of bones, maybe your kidneys.
I mean, and there's a
You're
risk
not using
involved.
them. You're in
risking
prison
your
anyway.
life when you have surgery.
You'll have plenty of time to recover because you ain't getting out of jail. So don't worry about it. It's fine. What do you say?
I mean,
It's gonna. What about the children it will save?
yeah. And what about when they go after children? What about when they want children that are incarcerated under 18 to do that too?
That's what they'll start with.
And people aren't going to not everybody's going to understand what, you know what I mean? What possible things could happen to them by having a surgery. You know what I mean? Like when you have a surgery and you're doing it for the benefit of, you know, a family member, you have to remember that like death is always a possible outcome. What then? You know, like the whole same thing is happening with like, you know, the maid up in Canada. They're kind of doing the same thing where they're doing organ donating.
I think that's a valid thing. Oz said, I find it interesting that my narrative self in Rumble is very different than myself in YouTube. It's like, it is like each platform is subtly different, has different vibes. Like you come across different to people. Like it's strange. It's perceptible. But I totally recognize that. And I remember thinking very similar thoughts to like, wow.
Okay.
I didn't mean to derail what you were saying.
So back to this.
That was super interesting.
Yeah, it is interesting, but it's just not. So I mean, if you think about it, who's in the prison system, right? It's the poor, it's the people who, you know, we covered what happened at Rikers Island previously and firsthand accounts. It's the people that, you know, that can't afford the bail. Or there, and some people are innocent and they're sitting there. So like you're gonna offer people their freedom for part of their body, and it's only 6 months to a year. Like this is what are they gonna start growing people in body parts just to replace?
Yeah,
like they'll be like, oh well, they never knew freedom, so
I want everyone to know
fine.
that this burrito is GMO free, baby. All right.
Well, what one?
This one.
Us?
This collective one. We have the
I don't know
mighty
if we can say
Burritonian.
we're free of GMO. I don't.
Burritonian universe is free from all genetically modified material.
I don't think so.
All right.
But
I felt like
we've eaten things that are GMO before, like not knowing. Just being honest.
Shut up. We're pure as the driven snow.
Okay, enough of that.
No. Don't tell people.
Okay, so
I had a Dorito once in 1977. I'm feeling much better.
Okay.
Everybody's doing Monty Python on Rumble. I'm sorry.
But while no law prohibits who is incarcerated from donating an organ, he said they are provided no education or guidance on how to do so. Also indicated that, you know, they're open to dropping the provision to reward an inmate with time served.
Uh-huh.
If we implement a program, there'll be no reduction in sentencing. So be it, he said. But why make it accessible through an educational informal committee? No. This just doesn't seem right. Like it really doesn't. It could help relatives who are incarcerated. Yeah. And it says people of color, he said, are less likely to find a match for bone marrow transplant than white people, and seeking transplants are disproportionately people of color. Okay, so why is that? Why is it that you're like, oh, well, you know, disproportionately, there are more people of color in the prison system. So instead of like not having people locked up for nonviolent crimes, they're like, well, we'll just keep them locked up. We'll just make it where they have to donate an organ or something like that, because then they can, you know, they can get out. Like, wow. Imagine making that your stance. Imagine making it like, oh, well, at least, you know, I know we disproportionately lock up people of color and you know, and poor people, but so what we'll do is we'll just make it easier for the people that aren't in there to get what the organs they need. It's just so gross to me. As an even greater imbalance exists in the state prison population, whereas last year Black and Latino people accounted for 54% of the population. So who's going to be doing all the donating then? I mean, like literally, they're going to feed off of the already vulnerable population that there's a great imbalance in their prison systems. So that's who they're gonna feed off of. That's who they're gonna like, you know. Yeah, we're helping them though. They're gonna frame it that way, like where we're helping them. It's wrong. When I saw this, I was just like, this is gross. And Massachusetts is, you know, like that's not far from us. So, but state officials deny that while it is no official policy, spokesperson of the Department of Corrections said that it has possessed requests to donate an organ, most recently in the early 2000s. Now, I know people that have been in the prison system in many different states, and they're, you know, one thing that is a common thing is how awful the healthcare is in the prison system. That is across the board. I've not heard anybody say, yeah, I had, you know, excellent care while I was in there. It's just so insane. So this person here is saying that they worked as they're an epidemiologist at the Women's Hospital, and their work focuses on racial and ethnic inequalities among incarcerated people. When she first saw the bill, she thought that she was reading something pulled from the last century. I was floored. That's what she said. This is awful. I mean, do they wonder why people aren't lining up for this? I'll grab the link for you guys. And I'll put it in the chats in case you guys want to, you know, check this out further. Like, I'm alarmed. Applejack is super chat here. He's so excited. Yes, Applejack, you can super chat.
He's like, boo, Rumble sucks.
He goes, wait, I can super chat? That's a super chat. I love it. Okay, I'm going to put it over here in the Odysee. Does it stay with the Odysee after too? Like, does that chat stay?
Steve will bring out the legger so we can super chat. These people. I don't know if you guys were here before. Know about the leggings incident.
Oh my God. The leggings incident. That was quite a thing. It's a great thing. But it was quite a thing.
It was a thing. Applejack was trying to manipulate me to wear tights, like ladies' tights.
They're not tights. Leggings are not tights. They're two different things. We're not talking about like ballerina tights.
Uh-huh. Well.
We need Rumble to
to integrate with the fucking thing.
Yeah, so I can put the comments up on the screen.
You can if you share the Rumble screen like you would a different tab if you just share the chat of it or whatever, you know, and shrink it or make it bigger so the chat's big.
I can show that. I have to show them like right when they come up though, like every time.
Yeah, you can't really. Well, you could back them down. But yeah.
Vegan, are you also on Rumble or on Odysee? We're going to be moving over. I don't know if you were here at the very beginning.
We got to be transitioned.
I got a freaking thing on my channel. I got a warning from YouTube for covering, you know, that the sky is blue. And other people also got it. I'm going to put the Rumble link in the Odysee as well.
I don't know if jeggings are the same as leggings. I'm going to have to research this a little bit further.
Yeah, I need a way to be able to put these up here so that
yeah, they're going to turn the I think eventually that's what they're teeing up to do is just turn the prisons right into the organ farm.
Yeah, that's what I think.
When they say down on the farm, they fucking mean it, baby. That's it.
Oh yeah, and I have a short video clip to play you guys also as well before we jump over there. So, because I really want to get into this Eliza Bleu stuff.
What? You can't say that guy's name.
The guys.
Shh, go with it.
It's not even a real name.
It's Vanderbilt.
No.
You can't say Vanderbilt on YouTube
Don't
either.
say that either. All right, I'm gonna show you guys. Like, this is when I searched this, I was like,
Rockefeller.
I was like, what are you? I was like, are you kidding me right now? I was like, are you kidding me?
Meow. Come on, meow.
Did it show on the thing?
Come on, meow. I'm
Perfect. Look at this lady. All right.
I don't know.
I'm gonna mute us real quick and play the video.
Proposed in the State House would allow Massachusetts prisoners to donate their organs for reduced sentences. Now, the bill would give people in prisons about a month or even a year off of their initial sentence in exchange for donating an organ or bone marrow. Now, the act was proposed by Representatives Carlos Gonzalez and Judith Garcia. They say it would restore bodily autonomy for those who are incarcerated, as well as expand the pool of donors to help extend the chances of life. Critics are calling the bill perverse and exploitive. Some even say it might be a violation of federal law.
Thank you. Now, as a fellow New Yorker, I think one of the things that we should talk about here is
like Roger Meadows. Yeah.
Now.
All right.
Yes. So
Can you?
that was a short little clip just to show about what's happening with the prison, the prisoners. All right. Why don't you trust Odysee, Bella? Odysee is not related to, actually, Odysee isn't related. There was a thing before about where people thought that Odysee was related to Google, but Odysee is not. Odysee is its own entity and it's not related to Google in any way. We actually debunked that on this. Josh, we're going to be going over to Rumble and Odysee because I got a violation on my channel.
Violated.
On YouTube. Let me go find it. I'll show you guys again real quick so you guys know what I'm talking about. Because not everybody was here.
She got a blue flag.
I got a blue flag on the play. Hey. That's what I'm calling it now.
That's what it is. That's the new thing. If you get a blue flag, you're one of the blue flaggers. Don't be a flagget. AOC looked like she went to the same black church that Joe Biden grew up in. Absolutely mean-worthy.
So I'm gonna pull it up.
Yes.
Over here.
Pull it up.
That's what she said.
What are you doing to that chicken? Bonkers. Get in there. You can do it.
Oh, okay, Bella. It's it was cookies in the browser. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
So this is what I received before, a little bit before we came on. And you can see to the right hand side that I have the the thumbnail that we were talking and I get this YouTube privacy complaint about my content. And it was when Fair and Balance was on with Defango, and they it was during, actually it links right to when it was Farron's promotion video for her documentary that is dropping tomorrow night. So that's why I'm like, we gotta go on a Rumble and stuff. That's why there's nobody over here on YouTube.
Yeah, I think both of those platforms are Rumble and Odysee are okay. And Rumble is probably a little stronger. The PC version anyway looks like, almost identical to YouTube, so it works pretty much the same way. But the interface kind of blows, like with the StreamYard action, like being able to put people's super chats and comments and whatever stuff that you want people to share.
I want to be able to put the super chat up here. I guess I could do it this way where I maybe.
That's what I was saying. You have to just have.
I have to like show the whole. I'd have to have like OBS to be able to put it up there. Because it's not integrated yet. But
Right.
we can read his super chats as they come.
And you could show them by showing the tab of a Rumble.
Oh my God, Steve, we're making things complicated.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not at all.
You guys, it's complicated because I'm showing something else right now.
Bro, it's not complicated.
It is.
Your thinking is complicating it.
Whoops, I didn't mean to do that.
Yeah, I know you've been wanting to super chat the Lucky. And
see, I can do it this way where I show it.
At least you can do that on these ones.
On here. Right? And Applejack said we should be able to sell organs for money. I don't know if I want to read these. AOC, it looks like she went to the same black church that Joe Biden grew up in. Absolutely meme worthy. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. And AOC looks like she went to the same. Okay, that you said that twice. I don't know why that came.
I don't know, but that's funny.
Oh, there's another one. Save that chicken.
Man, people rally behind an underdog quickly. Was a chicken in trouble? Save that chicken.
Save that chicken. Oh my gosh, the freaking the chicken place right over.
Wait, how do you do emojis on Rumble? Do you remember?
Oh, it was, I think it's Shift Command. No. Shift Command Spacebar. You have to hold all three.
Say that? No.
Oh, Applejack says. Okay, let's see. Now every time you do one, I have to go back and I have to share it. I have to share that screen every time. So that's why it's not.
Wait, no,
that's why it's not easy. He said, I'm with Seaver. It's definitely not complicated. Yeah, for you guys. Okay, whatever. Are gonna make me do them at the end? Like, am I gonna do it that way? Okay. So, all right, you YouTube people, we got one person on YouTube. We're gonna say goodbye to YouTube.
Adios,
so
YouTube.
I hope that you'll come over
Please,
to Rumble and,
come on
and
over
to Odysee.
Come over to the Rumbles and the Bumbles and the Odyseedles and the Soidles.
I'm gonna put the link in there again.
Where my page just went.
Where to go?
I hate how this computer is working right
now.
Oh
no, we got more people coming. Okay.
I don't know how to do it.
You don't know how to do what?
Make the thing do the thing that I want it to do.
Emojis?
I was trying to do emojis and now I've gotten rid of the entire Rumble thing. I don't know.
Stop.
Where it went.
You're not on Rumble. You have to go back onto Rumble.
I was on Rumble. I think there's another window open somewhere, no?
No.
Okay.
My content, I think, is where it is.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. All right.
And it's
Something. What
It
did
was
you do?
one of those.
What did you do?
I think it was Shift Command Spacebar.
Shift.
No, it's right there. You have to use it.
Oh, okay. It just stays open.
It stays right there, but it will go back.
Oh, don't go away, smiley face.
Yeah, on a Mac to get the emoji things to come up, you have to have like a certain code to get it.
Oh, it's tricky.
You can also
they
go
putting-
emojis by going to System Preference, Keyboard Input Source, tap Show Keyboard, and Emoji Viewers in Menu Bar. Oh,
What are you saying right now? How
Bella
do I get
said
them?
that.
How do I get them into my thing here?
you just click on them.
I did that. It's not doing it.
I don't know then, Steve. I don't know.
I see now.
Didn't have a hard of a time.
Okay. Well, it was a little bit more difficult than I expected.
We are a little bit technically challenged. It's okay. It's all right.
We get it together after a while, man.
All right. So we're gonna say
All
goodbye to YouTube.
All right. Peace out, YouTube. It's been real. It's been nice. It has not been real nice.
See you on Rumble. We're gonna openly talk about this.
We're gonna talk about shit you can't openly talk about in other places.
So I just hit remove.
Yeah. Remove the YouTube one only.
Yep. All right. Bye, YouTube.
Peace. Hello, infidels. Osama.